Varanasi, Mr. Digvijay Singh, and to save time, I'm going to try and call him Diggy. Apparently, that's not allowed. So, Mr. Singh, welcome. I have lots of questions to ask you. I mean, how much time do we have for this interview?
1 second.
1 second? Oh, okay. I see. In that case, it will have to be a rapid fire round.
1 second.
No, I get it. I get it. 1 second. There's no need to repeat that.
1 second.
No, I got it. Well, let's not waste time. Okay, first question.
Yes.
Excuse me, but I haven't yet asked you anything, so if you... Right. Tough one. Okay, now you're supposed to be a very smart man, Mr. Digvijay Singh.
Yes.
First question. Were you born in Indore, Madhya Pradesh?
Yes.
Was your father the ruler of the former princely state of Raghugar?
Yes.
Did you join the Congress in 1970?
Yes.
Good. Now let's make it interesting. Do you know the square root of 23,987?
Yes.
Okay, do you know where flight MH570 is?
Yes.
Are you afraid of Narendra Modi?
Yes.
Got you!
Let me now finish.
No, you answered the question. You are afraid of Narendra Modi.
You're absolutely wrong.
No, you said it. I have it on tape. You said it. Anyway, next question. Were you Chief Minister of MP between 1993 and 2003?
Yes.
Are you the General Secretary of the Indian National Congress?
Yes.
Have you ever seen a UFO?
Yes.
Is Oscar Pistorius guilty?
Yes.
Are you afraid of Narendra Modi?
Yes.
Got you again! I got you there. I got you.
Twice?
Yeah, I know. Twice.
You're absolutely wrong.
That doesn't matter. I got you. It's on tape. I can play it again. Okay, thank you, Mr. Singh. Thank you so much. And this time I am going to call you Diggy. Okay, Mr. Singh then. Mr. Singh. Back to you, other Cyrus. The Irani over the Sanskrit controversy. She, of course, is the HRD minister, LLB minister, CCTV minister, LBW minister, BTBLL minister as well. Smriti, welcome to the show. I'll begin with this. I'm hearing rumors. President of India, the next president of India. So that's a photographic moment, if you don't mind.
I don't look at photo opportunities.
No, I didn't mean it that way. I'm just, in any case, it doesn't work. There's no battery in this. It's probably some other language, Sanskrit or something. Anyway, are you proficient in Sanskrit yourself?
Yes.
You are, that's good. So could you say that yes in Sanskrit, just for the viewers?
Yes.
Yes is English. As far as I know, yes is English. Yes is not Sanskrit, right? Yes is not Sanskrit.
That doesn't matter.
No, sorry, what doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. So by it you mean Sanskrit?
Yes.
1 minute now, Smriti ji. 1 minute now. You've changed your stance now. You're saying Sanskrit doesn't matter.
I have said this publicly.
Yes, you are. You're saying it publicly here on our channel right now. But what do you say about German as a third language?
Yes.
Hebrew?
Yes.
Arabic?
Yes.
Ukrainian? Is that a language?
Yes.
I like Byzantine languages.
Yes.
What about Kadushian?
Yes.
Martesto?
Yes.
Gandoglia?
Yes.
Binjupi?
Yes.
It's been a pleasure talking to you. Real pleasure, Smriti ji. Really, all the best to all your ministries. But we're going to take a break. You want to try that in Sanskrit? Say, take a break in Sanskrit?
It doesn't matter.
I think, as you can tell, Smriti ji and I have earned this break. So we'll take a break and then come back. The break you have in Sanskrit, then we'll go back to another language. They're calling him the friendliest politician since 1947, Arvind Kejriwal. Sir, pleasure having you here. And I want to say, I'm a big fan. Oh my God, obviously he's a little tired. Sir, people are calling you the dynamic new force in Indian politics, bringing back vigor, vitality, strength, power, dynamism, all this back into politics. Please tell us. Right. We have some cough syrup. Will that help? Okay. Anyway, people are saying you're a great communicator, Arvindji, and that you reach out to the people, really reach out. So what are you doing? So please, can you say something? We're halfway through the interview, you know, the sponsors have paid for this. So can you just... He's drinking water now on the show. So can you make some action if you don't want to speak? Just do something with your hands, maybe to communicate. Despite the fact that we're not having a great interview, sir, I must say I do believe you are the right man to lead Delhi and perhaps in future lead India.
नहीं मैं नहीं मानूंगा.
Right. I suppose you're trying to be modest, sir, so I'll give you that 1 point there. As we end this interview, I want to ask you something about this outfit you're wearing, this cap and this sweater and all these things. How long since you washed the clothes and the cap?
20 दिन हुए हैं.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Sort of can tell it's been a while. As we end, final words. Arvind Kejriwal, the future of India. What do you want to say? This is a cough syrup. My mother recommends it strongly. It's really helped 2 asthma victims in my family. Please try it. So we've run out of time. I myself am getting the same problem. As you can see, Arvind Kejriwal words are catching everywhere in India. People are coughing. It's not because of the cold or the winters. It's because of Arvind Kejriwal's message, which is... Well, I don't... Chappell. Greg Chappell, welcome to the show.
Yeah, look, I'm a great admirer.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you. I know that. I do know this. You have seen the week that wasn't before, haven't you?
Well, I can't comment because I haven't seen it, so...
Oh, you haven't seen it, all right. But you're still an admirer, apparently.
Yes, I think that's true.
Cool. Right. Okay. Maybe that's a better way to be an admirer, all said and done. Let's talk about Sachin's book now.
He can speak for himself.
He has, Greg Chappell. He has spoken, and he's accused you of certain things when you were coach.
It's generally the coach's fault.
Generally the coach's fault. So you agree with what he says in the book?
I'm not in a position to be able to comment, I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. I'll give you a little leeway. Let me change that question around. In general, do you find the book truthful?
Yes, it is.
And you allegedly went to Sachin's house and told him that he was better than Dravid and that he should take over the captaincy. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so first straight answer that you've given us, you also allegedly wanted Sachin not to retire and to keep on playing. Is this true?
Yes, it is.
So how many more years after he turned 40 do you think he could go on playing?
Probably 4 or 5 years.
4 to 5 years after he turned 40. He would be 45 years old. And after that?
Probably 4 or 5 years.
That would make him 50, still playing. And after that?
Probably 4 or 5 years.
That's 55 and still playing. After that?
Probably 4 or 5 years.
He would be 60, Greg Chappell. He would be 60. And I won't ask you the same question again.
I don't think there's any point in repeating that.
So according to you, he could have gone on playing forever. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
Okay, let's change the subject then. I heard that you went to see Shah Rukh Khan's Happy New Year in Brisbane. Is it true?
Yes, it is.
Great. And did you like Happy New Year?
It's very rewarding.
Rewarding. I also believe you took the entire Australia under-19 team to see the film. Why?
Well, this is part of our ongoing program of developing players.
An ongoing program for developing players to go and see 5 actors dancing in a Farah Khan film?
I'm sure most countries do something similar.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure they take budding national cricketers to see Happy New Year as part of coaching.
We need to expose our next generation of players to conditions that they will be exposed to if they reach the top level.
By watching Happy New Year. I mean, our coaches wouldn't do that.
I can't comment on what India are doing. All I can comment on is what Australia does. And
Happy New Year is the way to go. I guess to each his own. But by the way, what do you think of Shah Rukh Khan?
Yeah, he was a very talented cricketer, and I think he's had a successful career.
I think he did a hockey film actually, but doesn't really matter. On that note, thank you so much, Greg Chappell. Next time we have you on, I'm sure we'll discuss what you ate at Sachin's house.
My pleasure. Thank you.
I'm Kangana Ranaut. Kangana, have we met before? Somewhere? I feel like it's...
We last met at Mohit's wedding.
You mean Mohit, our Mohit, who acts on the news that wasn't? Our Mohit, the one with the paunch and the glasses. I had no idea you knew him. Amazing.
I really love him, and I think he's the reason I am who I am.
Really? He, Mohit. Okay, sure. I mean, who am I to judge? All right, then do you know Cyrus Broacha as well? Because he says he's very good friends with you.
Oh, yeah, we are not really friendly.
Oh, no, because he told me he knows you really well and that you guys hang out all the time.
But that's not true.
You know, I tell you, all these men are just the same, right? They see a pretty face and they all have the same problem. They're like, oh, you know. Yeah, I had the same problem. Okay, now we cannot spend the rest of the interview talking about Cyrus. Let me start with this. Does your name, Kangana Ranaut, have anything to do with runouts and cricket? Is that the connection? No, I'm asking seriously. No, really. Okay, don't laugh. I actually need an answer.
This is the most difficult thing to do.
Okay, fine. You know what? Fair enough. I'm sorry. Let's move on. Let's talk about your national award. 3rd national award. You're the first actress that I know who has done that before.
Before Katrina, Deepika, Chitrangana, everyone.
Yeah, yes, before Deepika, Katrina, Chitrangana, not that they are anywhere close to a national award. So, I mean, I don't know why we're laughing so much. Okay, anyway, now whether the industry, especially the men in the industry, like it or not, you have left a lot of them far behind with your achievements.
Yeah,
So tell me about the men in the film industry. Are they as bad as one hears they are?
I don't know. It just I don't know. It just I don't know.
Okay, you know what? Let's go on from there. Let's go to politics. Have you been watching the elections in Kerala and Bengal?
Yeah,
Great. What do you think of Mamta?
it's been a disaster for him.
No. Oh, him, like in Bengali, where the genders are mixed up. Him, got it. Oh, because she's a lady. I was going with something. Anyway, and finally, if Mamta had to change her image, how would you like to see her? In a
Open hair and leather suit.
Oh, okay. You're being funny. Okay, well, you know, it's great meeting you again. I just love you. I love what you're doing. We should do this again, right? Maybe a coffee.
But I really don't mind that.
Are you serious? Like, you'd actually go for a coffee with me?
Yeah.
Oh my God, can we do it like tomorrow?
Okay, sure.
Okay, my place, it's a fancy dress party. We'll dress up as our favorite politicians, and it'll just be you and I. We'll have a great time. Like 5 p.m., I'll shotgun Sonia. I have the sigh already.
I don't know. It just I don't know. It just I don't know.
Oh, okay. Maybe I overdid it. We don't have to dress up. You can just, we'll I'll call you. Kangana Ranaut, ladies and gentlemen. Back to you, Cyrus.
Thank you, Cyrus Broacha Senior. This is Cyrus Broacha Junior here talking to Kangana Ranaut. I'm one of only 2 news anchors who got the privilege of doing an interview with you. Kangana, thank you. You're a big fan of the show. So my first question to you is, when do you watch The Week That Wasn't?
Every morning or afternoon or evening.
Every morning, afternoon, evening. Wow. And does the show do anything to you, Kangana?
Does it do anything to me? No, it doesn't.
Maybe, but you love the show. You love it.
No.
No, but okay. Forget the show. You do love me.
No, not at all.
Oh, don't be like that. We go back a long way. I'll ask again, Kangana. Do you?
Well, maybe.
Maybe. Where I come from is 93% yes. I'm going to live with that. That's fine. Now let's talk about the controversy at hand about the Rihanna tweet. Your views on Rihanna.
Oh, she doesn't exist.
Come on, there was a tweet that came from her.
It doesn't belong to an individual. It belongs to society.
Okay, I don't want to get countries involved in going to war and all that. So I'm just going to ask you this point blank. Give me one word, a one-word reaction to the tweet from Rihanna. Kangana, please. Yes, yeah, that sums it up for me as well. I would go with that. I would live with that as well. Just want to segue here for a second. We are meeting on the 25th, right? You and me, we have that date.
Quite excited about it.
So am I. Do you remember, Kangana, when we first met?
That was the happiest phase of my life.
Yeah, mine too. But then the fight started.
It's not that we had some dishum fight.
True. I mean, bittersweet, sugar and spice, but we had some great times. We did. What did you feel?
Oh, I can't really explain the feeling.
But we had a good chemistry. So I'll just put it this way. What, according to you, then, is my greatest quality?
This.
This? God, you got me. Okay, listen, my friend Kunal Vijayakar, our director, he wants a mention here. So what do you think of him? What are your thoughts on the director of TWTW?
Good for nothing.
This is what I admire about you. You always tell the truth. You're always hitting the nail on the head. Good for nothing, that director Vijayakar. I'll just go on with this. No point asking any more questions. Chalo, we'll see you later.
Because you seem to know everything.
Yeah, it's not like I know everything. It's just that you're too honest. And that's difficult for us to put on our show. Our show is like semi-honest. It's all about semi-honest. Thank you, Kangana, for being with us. Thank you so much. Not Akshay Khanna, not Akshay Kumar, not AK, whatever his name is from my class, but Anurag Kashyap. Hi Anurag, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming. I believe you've just come back from that very important person, ex-director, now official, who decides your fate, and the man who cannot be named. You know, the one whose initials are PN.
Yeah.
So how was that meeting? Did he give you coffee?
It was very difficult. It was painful.
Oh, very painful, huh? What, the coffee or the meeting? Little confusion. What went wrong?
It went wrong because I did not say no when I should have said no.
I did not say no when I should have said no. Wow. Give me a second to breathe on this one. This is like from a dark noir script, you know, one of your avant-garde scripts. Very interesting, very fabulous, fabulous. So touch me right here.
Yeah.
To take it further, is it a line you may use in one of your movies? I did not say no when I should have said no. Is that something that one of your darker films would have? Anurag, is your head still paining from Bombay Velvet? I know mine is. Okay, that was insensitive. Let me move on. Let's move on to Udta Punjab. How did you come up with the title? And I'm a little confused. It's UP, but it's not UP. It's Udta Punjab.
The title came before the movie.
So first you get the title. Let me get this straight. First you get the title, then you get the script.
No, I don't, because, I really don't pay attention to such a thing.
I see. Profound. So if you don't pay attention, then I don't need to pay attention. So let's just move away from Udta Punjab and go back to the man who shall not be named, whose initials are PN. I want a frank reaction now. What are your feelings about the man who can't be named PN? Open, honest, frank, please.
I just trust that guy.
You trust that guy? Oh, wait a minute. You're just saying that because you want to be in his good books, huh? Because,
Yeah.
So you look like you don't want to talk about this because although you do want to talk, you can't talk because he's listening. The man who can't be named. He's listening to everything.
Yeah.
Anurag, I'm your pal. If you want, I can end it now. But you'd rather, because we're not sure. The walls have ears. So should we stop?
Best to get out.
Yes. Best to get out while you can.
I can't walk away like that.
Baba, make up your mind. I'm confused. How do you want to play this? I'm playing it with you. I'm on your side. How do you want to do this? Because the man who can't be named is watching. So, Okay, listen, just finally tell me, what are your feelings? What are you feeling? What were your feelings?
I was kind of very disappointed, saddened.
Is that to me or is that to the man who can't be named? Who are you talking to?
It really felt like I'm not wanted here.
Okay, that must be to me. I accept that. But can we not make it so depressing, all right? Can we just, lift it up a bit, udtao it a bit?
It was like you're not invited to the party.
Will you stop? I've got the feeling. I understand the depression you're going through. I can totally accept it. But stop now. Come on.
I can't really blame anyone.
Please, Anurag, don't blame yourself. This is not about you. This is about that man who can't be named. He's responsible. You've done nothing wrong.
I just trust that guy.
Thank you so much, Anurag. Thank you so much. Thank you. And now will someone help Udta me from this chair? I can't stand up. Anurag, can you just help me up? Hello, sir. Welcome to the show. Can you introduce yourself, please?
प्रेम नाम है मेरा, प्रेम चोपड़ा.
Prem is your name, okay. Prem, can you give us an expression that you're famous for so people recognize who you are? Right. I don't know if that's the expression, but we'll just move on. Now, you have so many fans of your own, but who are the fans that you hate the most, sir?
Regular, middle class, normal people.
Me too. I also hate rich, fat, old people. You too?
Yes, boss.
Wow, we have so much in common. Who else do you really, really hate?
Kolkata Knight Riders.
Kolkata Knight Riders. Yeah, I'm also not getting a good vibe there. I am with you. Sir, what do you think of me? I mean, you hate so many people, but what do you think of me?
Untalented superstar.
But you had promised me a role about 10 years back and...
And I could not get in touch with you.
Please, Shahrukh, please. I've got 2 children. It's getting hard in India. It's not easy for us to survive and make money. And please.
I have a film, and I have a film which I need you only for maybe 12 days or 20 days out of the 40.
Really? You have a film?
It's a very small story.
Wow. Small story. That's fine with me. What's it called?
Kaun Banega Crorepati.
Oh, it sounds a little C grade. But I'll take it. I suppose I'll start there. I'm in a film with superstar Shah Rukh Khan. It's my dream come true. So this is true, yeah? This is true.
No, I mean,
Shah Rukh, you just...
I'm joking.
But that's not fair. That's not funny. It's really mean. It's rude. Thank you, Shah Rukh Khan. I'm not happy with this. I'm not very happy with this. Really, there's a limit to how you can treat somebody. Don't act innocent. Don't act innocent, Shahrukh. Don't look away from me. Don't look away from me. You promised on TV and then you broke your promise. Back to you in the studio. Fight with Arvind Kejriwal for the Chief Ministership of Delhi. And of course, she is also the sister of Kabir Bedi and the mother of Mandira Bedi. No, she's not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry. But I'll start with this. You love the AIB roast and apparently you want to bring it to Delhi.
Absolutely.
Yes, good idea. But you actually enjoyed Karan Johar the most at that roast and his performance as the Randy host of the roast. Describe him to us.
I don't describe him.
Come on. If you had to describe Karan, I'll tell you what, describe Karan Johar in just one word. Give us one word that describes him.
Lovely.
Lovely. We can live with that. Okay. What is your message, Kiranji, to the disillusioned AIB comic team of Tanmay Bhatt, Ashish Shakya, Rohan Joshi, and the other guy, who we don't quite know? What would you say to them?
We'll work together.
You'll work together with them for the good of Delhi. Okay, let's move on, ma'am. Before we go further, you're going to perhaps be Chief Minister in a couple of days. You need to just take a look at that hair. Just fix that. Yeah. Good. Also, ma'am, please take a look at that glasses, your glares. Yeah, you have to present yourself well. Delhi is watching. Ooh, ma'am. One more thing. I don't like to point this out to ladies, but the nose, just the dirty part there. And what do you say when someone helps you with?
Thank you so much.
Okay, now let's talk about the hard, heavy political questions in the Battle of Delhi. Did you, Kiran Bedi, block Arvind Kejriwal on Twitter?
Absolutely.
And after doing that?
Let me tell you, I slept well.
Well, I suppose you're a bit ruthless and that's the right way to go. But if you did become Chief Minister as an act of magnanimity, what would Kiran say to Arvind Kejriwal? What would you say to him?
We got what we wanted. That's it.
We got what we wanted, we as in you and him?
I didn't say that.
Okay, let me turn that question around. Would you still be with the BJP if you lose?
I choose not to.
So you choose not to be with the BJP if you lose. That means you'd go back to AAP?
No way.
One sec. So if you quit the BJP, you don't go back to AAP, then it stands to reason you'd go to the Congress.
Well, that's what is expected of me.
If we have a stalemate in New Delhi, if we don't have an absolute majority, clear majority, and if we don't have a chief minister, what would you then say to the people of Delhi?
Everybody's a gainer.
Okay, a couple of personal questions since everybody's a gainer either way, win or lose. Who does Kiran Bedi find more attractive? Anna Hazare or Arvind Kejriwal? Come on.
That I don't know.
Come on, please, come on. Just some gossipy stuff we like at the end of the show.
Let's keep that aside for a while.
Okay. Arvind Kejriwal, Anna Hazare, Karan Johar. Karan Johar?
Absolutely.
Thank you. That's all I wanted. I just wanted one confirmation. Thank you so much and all the best for the elections. I know you watch our show. Keep watching because there'll be plenty of time when you're Chief Minister. That was Kiran. Let's meet Virat Kohli, India's cricket captain. Virat, first time I'm meeting you, only because I wasn't available. I was very busy. I know you tried to get in touch. But let's start with this question. I want to ask you about the thrashing in the first test at Galle that you received by the Sri Lankans. How do you feel after that?
Yeah, it's a great honor for me, honestly.
Are you being funny? Because that doesn't make sense. Did you just say it's a great honor for you? I mean, really?
It's probably the one of the best things that have happened to me in my life, and I'm very proud of it.
So, despite the loss, you like Sri Lanka. Now let's talk about your coach, Ravi Shastri. What do you think of Ravi Shastri's vision going forward?
It's a bit scary at times.
So, the vision forward for Indian cricket scares you, Virat Kohli?
Yeah, to a certain extent you could say that.
Right. Not the answers I was prepared for. Let's talk about other things that may bother the team right now. I'm told Shikhar Dhawan's tattoos, Dhoni's management company, and above all, Ishant Sharma's English. How do you feel about all that?
Yeah, that's something which is a little weird.
Really, Virat, I'm confounded by these answers. I'm just not getting a pattern here. I want to talk about your inspiration. I want to talk cricket. I love cricket. And I know that you love the oldies, the cricketers that inspired you. So what are your feelings about three of the greats of all time? And I mean Vijay Merchant of India, Don Bradman of Australia, and Jack Hobbs of England.
I'm really good friends with all of them.
Now, Virat, listen, I don't want to lecture you, but this is just preposterous. All the men that we mentioned, all three of them have been dead for many years. Bradman is gone, Hobbs is gone, Vijay Merchant is gone. So how can you be friends? Do you understand that you can't be friends? They're dead.
True.
Okay, now that we've clarified that, tell us about this relationship with the dead cricketers. I mean...
I see myself playing with them for a long, long time.
Again, you're not understanding. They're dead. You can't be playing with them. What are you trying to say? You'll be playing with them in the future?
It's an individual's choice, or
So you're saying it's an individual choice to play with dead cricketers in the future who are not here right now. In that case, what about me? Do I get a chance to play with my favorite dead cricketers? Let's say Neil Harvey of Australia, Mohammad Nisar. What about Larry Constantine of West Indies? Could I get to play with them in the future, even though they're dead?
see, I believe it's always an individual's choice, as I said.
Virat, as an elder brother, I'm telling you, do you think it's healthy the way you are talking as your position as India cricket captain? I mean, from that perspective, do you think it's healthy, this kind of talk?
Yeah, it is. I mean,
No, I mean from a mental capacity point of view, Virat, when will you stop talking to these dead cricketers? People are watching.
when I take the decision, I'll let you know.
I'm not comfortable with the way we are, talking to each other here. But I'll talk about another controversy, the IPL controversy, the match fixing surrounding the cricketers involved in so-called IPL match fixing and betting and all that. What are your views on that whole tamasha?
I really enjoyed it. It was a good experience for me.
Thank you so much, Virat Kohli. That was Virat Kohli, and between you and me, difficult to understand.
Mamta Banerjee, whose book has just hit the shelves, it's called From Tata to Patata. What a story. Mamta, hi, and what are you doing, Mamta?
The government, they had their own, the deep tube well, the shallow tube well, the irrigation, the river. Even Tata project, it covered 2 rivers. Can you imagine? One is Julpia River, and other is
What? Again, please, in proper good language.
goody language. I don't know.
Mamta, please, again, you're not making sense. Okay, let's start here. Let's describe yourself. Describe yourself.
I am the trend. I am trend of.
Please, Mamta, you cannot be a train. Human beings cannot be trains. Okay. Mamta, what are you fighting for?
We are fighting the battle against the state-sponsored terrorism and also the money power and the mafia power also.
Did you say Manipal?
Money power involved the advertisement and all this.
I'm really sorry, my Bengali is not very good. I can't understand what you're saying.
I'm really sorry for
Look,
that.
let's start again, please. What is Mamta Banerjee fighting for? What are you fighting for?
The actual the truth. What is the truth?
Okay, let's move on to Big Boss. Leave this whole single thing aside for a second. You're a big fan of Rahul Mahajan? What do you think of Rahul Mahajan?
We love him like anything.
Rahul Mahajan. You love him like anything. Alright, you've lost a lot of weight. Have you been dieting, Mamta, and for how long?
I did it about 21 days, 26 days.
Okay, let's talk about driving. Can you drive? How's your driving?
It's very bad.
So is it fair to say you're against the nano because you, Mamta Banerjee, can't drive?
And I'm telling you,
So is it safe to say if Mamta Banerjee could drive, you would be okay with the Singur project? I mean, can you imagine?
can you imagine?
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine?
I said first, can you imagine?
Can you imagine?
Okay, alright, just a little help I need here, Mamta, as we wind up the show. My car is in a no parking zone. Can you just help me, put it somewhere else, or, just what can I do? Tell me.
It can be shifted from this place to opposite place.
Okay, thanks so much, Mamta. Thanks for being on the show. And a last question, you write to us, you love this show, you're a big fan of me, Cyrus Broacha. So very quickly, can you tell me, Mamta Banerjee, where do you see me, Cyrus Broacha, in 5 years?
Prime Minister, even the Chief Minister.
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine?
Show. Mamta Didi, wake up, please. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Good morning, Mamta. Ready for the interview?
Okay.
Okay, whatever that means. Could you take off your glasses? You look a little nicer. Maybe not. Okay, great. Let's start. Can you take a more powerful pose with hands folded, which is your trademark? Oh, that's pretty intimidating. I'm a little worried. You look like a winner now, so let's move on. Let's start. You have smashed the left parties, brought them to their knees, fought single-handedly against them. What is the one thing you hate most about them? The left parties.
They can talk good English like you?
Like me? You hate them because of their English. Do you hate me as well, Didi?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Why do you keep saying the same thing? But you just said all these things about me and my English.
I never said all these things. I never said.
Never. But you just did.
I never said all these things. I never said.
Whatever. I'm sorry if I've offended you, ma'am, but can we work together on this?
I'm asking this question to you.
No, I'm asking the question to you. Can we work together?
I am telling you. You tell me.
No, you tell me.
I will be very happy if we can work together.
Finally. Okay, that's great. I'm sorry, ma'am, but right at the beginning of the interview, you've given me so much trouble.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Let's just start again. I just need a little bit of information from you, Didi.
I never give any information.
You never give any information? Come on, ma'am. Please, just oblige me for our viewers.
I don't know how to oblige,
I don't know, okay, you're being very difficult. Let me cut out the pleasantries and get to the point. Ask the big questions. How does it feel to have all the people of Bengal vote for you?
People have not voted for us.
What? People have not voted for you?
The truth should come out.
Yes, we want the truth. If Bengal has not voted for you, who has?
Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, Pakistan and all.
Bangladesh, Nepal, Pakistan.
I can challenge anybody.
I know that, but you've won the Bengal civic polls with an overwhelming margin.
No, nothing. That is the wrong information you people are giving. Wrong information.
Wrong information. Are you okay? You sound challenged.
Physically, politically, mentally.
Physically, politically, mentally challenged? How are you going to fulfill your duty to Bengal here, ma'am?
Here there is no duty. Here there is no government.
No duty, no government. Okay, so how would you describe your future plans in one sentence?
Only say something, don't do the job.
Only say something, don't do the job. What a motto. I applaud you, ma'am. Thank you so much, Mamtaji. By the way, I found this wonderful photograph of you as a little girl in a frilly dress, pigtails. I'd like to show our viewers this picture, if you don't mind.
If you can show it, I will resign within a minute.
No, please don't resign. No, not because... Okay, we won't show it. Thank you, Mamtaji. Thank you so much. I will never show that photo on TV. I'm with the President of the United States, so wish me luck. I mean, don't actually wish me luck because I can't hear you, but I do what I can. Hello, sir. Welcome to the show. Great honor for me. I'm sorry I didn't have time to cut my hair because of this happening last minute. Actually, even your hair is a bit... when was the last time you cut your hair?
3 or 4 months ago.
3 or 4 months, that's a little long. So I'm told the hair, the look, everything, the grooming is taken care of by your country. What if another country was to sponsor your grooming?
When other countries are sponsoring it, we take it very seriously.
So what you're saying is when the home country is doing the grooming, you don't take it so seriously. Speaking of home country, while you're here in Delhi, Joe Biden is running the country back home, the USA back home. What is he doing right now in the country?
Right now, he's presiding over the collapse of his currency, a major financial crisis, and a huge economic contraction.
Wow, that's a lot to do. But you still were very keen, you're very sure that Joe Biden should run the country with all this devastation going on back home.
We have been very firm.
Yeah, okay. Sir, now let's talk about India. Now, it is said that you were going to learn Bharatnatyam while you were in India?
I intend to do so.
Yeah. In fact, let's take that a little further. I've heard of the record. You wanted to mix the Kuchipudi, the Odissi and the Bharatnatyam styles and make this compulsory learning for primary students back home in the USA.
Yeah, I wrote a whole book about this.
Yeah, but could you explain how learning these ancient Indian dance forms would revive the American economy?
I said a little bit about this in a press conference earlier today.
Oh, did you? What else did you say in the press conference earlier today?
America is inherently and irreducibly racist.
Oh my word, that's amazing, sir. What a confession, so to speak. And what are you going to do about this racism?
It's not something that I comment on or get involved with.
What do you mean not get involved in? Shouldn't it be something the president is supposed to sort of do? But okay, what else did you say in the press conference, sir? Please tell us.
I'm impatient.
Yes, sir, you do appear to be, if I may say so myself, you do appear to be a little impatient. And what are you going to do about trade with India? That's the big question. Trade with India. What are you going to do?
I'm going to be doing everything I can to close it.
But, Mr. President, why? I mean, do you not like our business values, our business ethos, our business culture?
It is contrary to our values.
Really, that's not the way I wanted the interview to go. So what about our Indian immigrant community in America?
We're spending millions for each individual there.
So from what you're saying, relationship with India is now morally wrong.
And it is wildly expensive.
Yes, I can understand. Wrong and expensive. So not looking good, the future between us. Sir, finally, what about parliamentarians with criminal records in India? What do you intend to do about them?
We are going to continue to place those who've been cleared for release or transfer to host countries that are willing to take them.
Oh, so they would be taken out of the country and to some other country forever. Thank you, Barack Obama ji. Thank you so much. I've learned a lot today, so have the viewers. And if we were to meet again, is it possible that you and I could take an Indian classical dance appreciation course together?
We should do so.
Right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Shri Barack Obama ji, President of the United States of America, for giving us his valuable time on the show we call The Week That Wasn't, that he probably hasn't, wasn't, and isn't willing to watch. After a few misses, and I don't mean ladies, after a few misses, he finally got a hit. It's called Funk. He's doing well. He's back in the saddle. It's Ram Gopal Verma time. Hi, Mr. Ram Gopal Verma. Welcome to the show. Ramu, what are you doing? Ramu, can we move on with the show? All right, I'll start with this question, Ramu, if you don't mind. What do you think of Funk?
I hated the film, and I didn't even let the film finish. I was hating it from the time it started.
You didn't like Funk? Okay, but just tell us vaguely, what is the story based on?
Some 70s stupid film.
Some 70s stupid film, but tell us the plot. What is the story?
There's no story as such.
You're saying there's no story in Funk, yet it was a super hit. Okay, one more thing. I am told that the highest paid actor in Funk was the Crow. But it's true, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Crow, the highest paid actor. So how would you rate your rivals? For example, how would you rate the film Savarya?
It's fantastic.
And the director Sanjay Leela Bhansali?
He's not a normal person.
What are you saying? He's not a normal person. Ramu's on a roll here. Ramu, what would Ram Gopal Verma's autobiography be called?
Suvar ke bacho.
Suvar ke bacho? What are you talking about? Your lead? Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Or whatever. That comes as a shocker to me.
That came as a shocker to me.
Yeah, let's shift away from all that. We have a shooter, Abhinav Bindra, who is now a gold medalist, and your films are all about guns and shooting. So what do you feel about Abhinav Bindra?
I don't like him.
Well, speaking of don't like him, what is the one question you'd like to ask Karan Johar, your beta noir?
Why does he shave every day?
And as we say bye, leave us Ram Gopal Verma with the image that defines Ram Gopal Verma. Ramu, man. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Thanks so much for being on the interview. Ram Gopal Verma, looking forward to the launch of a new superstar, The Crow in Funk Part 2. It's all about the junk. Yeah.
Tulsi Virani. Hi, Tulsi Virani. What a lovely smile. Sorry, Smriti Irani. More accurately, that actually rhymes. Virani, Irani, Irani, Virani.
There's a confusion about it.
Isn't there? Isn't there? I thought so. I thought so. Okay, so shall I call you Virani or shall I call you Irani?
Well, does that matter? It doesn't matter.
Well, Irani makes you a real person, Virani makes you, well, fiction. So who's the real Smriti?
I think that doesn't matter.
Okay. Smriti, Virani, okay, I think that's a good compromise. Smriti Virani. Smriti Virani, I'm glad to have you on the show. And now, how long have you waited for this opportunity to appear on a show with me?
10 years.
10 years. And we're finally here. This is a great moment for you.
It is a matter of great honor.
I should think so. I think we should move the debate now to the elections and the BJP.
That would be lowering the debate.
Are you sure you want to say that? Lowering the debate? No. Lowering the debate is when you talk about Rakhi Sawant, maybe. You know her?
Yes.
So what do you think of her?
I think she's a fantastic lady.
I agree with you. But there are so many ladies from the filmy business who have jumped into politics.
Yes.
So what's your take on, let's say, Rakhi and, say, Jayaprada?
It's quite inspirational to see these women make a mark for themselves in Indian politics.
You're joking, right?
Yes.
I must say you have quite a sense of humor.
Yeah, I'm quite well known for it.
Well known for it? Now you're showing off. She really smiles nicely. By the way, Rahul Gandhi believes he is the best candidate for Amethi. What's your response?
Which he is.
Is he likely to win?
Yes.
1 minute. So you think Rahul Gandhi will actually win Amethi?
Yes.
And you will lose?
No.
You can't have a draw. Did you say no?
Yes.
Hold on. You just said Rahul will win and you will not lose.
Though you have this great desire to push me onto a different topic altogether, I'm very clear.
Again with the smile. That the only thing I'm clear about is that I have run out of time. Thank you, Smriti, and I hope you've enjoyed this interview with me.
No.
No? That's a bit mean. Okay, win some, lose some. Can we have the smile again? In 2016, I have with me my first guest on The Week That Wasn't. It's Dr. Subramaniam Swamy. You're not happy? Oh, all right. Welcome to the show, Subramaniam Swami. I just want to quickly introduce myself, Cyrus Broacha. Good friend of your daughter, Suhasini Haider. And we had coffee actually 5 years ago. And she didn't pay for hers, so I have the bill here. And I'll give it to you a little later. All right. Let's start nicely. First and foremost, I hope you have a very, very happy new year.
Why should I?
Because it's the 1st of January and we're in a new year, so...
How can that be?
Are you disagreeing that this is 2016 and that this is a new year?
No.
No, Dr. Swami, what is the point you're trying to make?
Why should I tell you that?
Because we're doing an interview, sir, and the people want to know your plans for the coming year. You're a big star now.
That you find out from them.
From whom? From the people.
No.
Not the people. Then I have to go to who? The BJP.
No.
Not the people, not the BJP. Then from Sonia and Rahul Gandhi.
Yes.
So let me understand this clearly, sir. You want me to find out your plans for 2016 from Sonia and Rahul Gandhi.
You're not quoting me correctly.
I'm exactly quoting you properly the way you're talking. I'm talking. I'm like a parrot. I'm saying exactly what you are saying. You asked me to find out information that is still in your head from another person's head who you're not talking to.
You're not quoting me correctly.
Okay, look. Let's be reasonable on this. I will accept that for a moment, and I'll move on from there to another question so that we have a nice conversation. Now, sir, have you seen Bajirao Mastani, the film?
Yes.
So what do you think of Sanjay Leela Bhansali?
I'm quite impressed with them.
No, it's not them. It's him. Sanjay Leela Bhansali is actually just one man. See? You can smile. Now, let me add, it's a huge budget film and it must have cost an arm and a leg.
Yes, we had given money.
What are you saying? You gave them money. The BJP funded the film.
No.
I got you there, sir. I got you. But you just said.
You are not paying attention. That's the problem with you.
But I'm quite sure. I can play the tape back. I'm quite sure he said that. You're trying to charm me, huh? But it's working. What about Dilwale? Have you seen that film?
Why don't you ask them?
Them? Who them? It's a straightforward question. Have you, Dr. Subramaniam Swami, have you seen Dilwale or not? It's a yes or a no.
We have seen it. It's there. And we have to recognize it.
We who? Recognize it? For what? I mean, did you fund this film as well?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, we had given money.
Then what about For Kya Cool Hai Hum, the porn story? Did you?
Yes.
What? Yes?
Yes, we had given money.
Have you seen the trailer? I mean, have you actually seen the trailer of Kya Cool Hai Hum? I believe one of the guys is playing the husband and the other guy is playing the wife, and they take off their clothes and they... Ooh.
Conversation between husband and wife is privileged.
Be that as it may, I would not call it a conversation, per se. That's my opinion, of course, having seen the promo 12 times.
Listen, you are an opinionated person, so you can come to any opinion.
Who can argue with me? You may have just funded the film, but I guess the writer of Kya Cool Hai Hum porn story should take the blame. I mean, how can anyone write such, may I say, rubbish?
I have written this with full understanding of what I'm writing.
You have? Mr. Swami, this is all very confusing. I'm finding it very difficult. I just can't get my head around it.
First of all, Parsis have no difficulty.
How? Parsis have no difficulty. I'm not sure the Parsis will agree with you. So I'm going to end this interview right here before it takes a communal tinge.
Why? You don't know Parsi history. See, don't make wild guesses.
The only guess I'm making is that this interview is over. It's done. And we have got no insights for 2016 from a man I paraded as the big guy, the big number for 2016. You, Mr. Subramaniam Swami.
That is an accusation which has no foundation.
Dr. Swami, where's your New Year spirit? All right, I'll tell you what. We will try in 2017 or maybe 2018, 19, whenever. Till then, thank you, sir. And I mean this. Look at my eyes, they're sincere. And I hope you have a very great year ahead.
Why should I tell you that?
You don't have to tell me anything. Well, okay, fine. But anyway, thank you for being on the show. And as you go, if you could just give this bill to Suhasini and get my money, by his own party is now a man looking for help. I will speak to him in what we call Tharuris. Hi Shashi, welcome to the show. Is Shashi Tharoor looking for too much publicity?
Come on, giving him greater publicity and keeping him in the public eye is your job.
Yes, and we are doing our job. Sir, how would you classify your work?
Uncritical, minute-to-minute reportage.
Reportage? Give me a second. Reportage. Reportage. Report in French?
I don't agree with that at all.
This seems a lot of fun. Can we try another one? Give me a tougher one.
Managed to elicit far more publicity for our riposte.
Repost. R or W? Repost. Can you give us a hint? Something more? You know what? Can we go back a little? Give me some thoroughries which is a little easier on the mind. Something far less complex.
Help set the tenor.
Tenor. Tenor. I've got it here. Tenor. Yes, tenor. Opera singer.
I don't agree with that either.
Okay, I'm getting better at this. So, Shashi, can you give me a tough one? Go for it. Just give me a big one. Give me a big one.
Nehruji's wonderful palimpsest metaphor.
Palimpsest? I don't think it's in the dictionary. All right, let's forget about the language for a little while. Sir, can you tell us what are Shashi Tharoor's great achievements? What has he left behind?
The Right to Information Act, the Right to Education Act, the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme.
Yes, sir. And it's been a wonderful career, and I don't think it's over yet. There may be a switch in parties, but I don't think it's over yet. So one final question. Would you ever need this, the concise Oxford English Dictionary?
No, I don't think so.
That was Shashi Tharoor, speaking candidly from the heart in a language known only to him and 3 other people who live in Mexico.
हम हैं खालिद जावेद और मिलते हैं प्रसिद्ध कवि और आम आदमी के वरिष्ठ नेता कुमार सानू से, कुमार गौरव से, कुमार विश्वास से। नमस्ते जी, कैसे हो आप?
कुमार विश्वास को सब जानते हैं जी। कुमार विश्वास को सब जानते हैं।
कुमार विश्वास को सब जानते हैं। जानते हैं। वेरी गुड। देश में भी सब जानते हैं आपको? जानते हैं। देश में भी सब जानते हैं। देश के बाहर जानते हैं आपको? देश के बाहर भी जानते हैं। कहाँ जानते हैं आपको? लंदन, न्यूयॉर्क, पेरिस में जानते हैं आपको? लंदन, न्यूयॉर्क, पेरिस में भी जानते हैं। और कहाँ जानते हैं? जिम्बाब्वे में जानते हैं आप? अजरबैजान में जानते हैं? वेरी गुड। आप फेमस हो, आपको सब जानते हैं। अब अरविंद केजरीवाल की बात करते हैं।
ये अच्छा आदमी
था मतलब? नहीं, आपने कहा था। आई एम क्वाइट श्योर आपने था बोला था।
पार्टी मैंने बनाई है।
पार्टी आपने बनाई है, तो उसका क्या मतलब हो गया? अरविंद गया? तो ठीक है, मैं इग्नोर कर रहा हूं, लेकिन आपने अरविंद केजरीवाल था बोला था। तो हम अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के बारे में बात कर रहे थे।
ये देश के दुश्मन हैं।
क्या? कौन देश के दुश्मन है? नहीं, मैं पूछ रहा हूं, कौन देश के दुश्मन है?
अरविंद केजरीवाल को सब जानते हैं।
वो सब ठीक है, लेकिन आप कह रहे थे कि आप मत स्माइल कीजिएगा, आप देश के दुश्मन के बारे में बात कर रहे थे।
मैं भी उनमें हूं।
नहीं, आप कवर अप करने की कोशिश कर रहे हो। मैं भी उनमें हूं का मतलब क्या होता है? आप सिर्फ स्माइल कर रहे हो, ये बराबर नहीं है।
भाई, गलती हो गई।
गुड, दैट्स बेटर। ऐसा नहीं कहते हैं, किसी को ऐसे ही देश का दुश्मन नहीं कह सकते, अनलेस यू हैव द प्रूफ। अब आगे बढ़ते हैं।
हमारे कम्युनिकेशन में कहीं प्रॉब्लम थी।
हाँ, वो सब ठीक है, आगे बढ़ते हैं।
मैं इस्तीफा देना चाहता हूँ।
क्या? इस्तीफा? लेकिन अगर आपने इस्तीफा दिया तो आप करेंगे क्या?
मैं अपना कमाता हूँ, अपना खाता हूँ, गाता हूँ।
तो आप इस्तीफा देकर घर में बैठकर फ्यूचर में गाना गाएंगे?
जी।
तो गाना आप हिंदी में गाएंगे या अंग्रेजी में?
वो केवल अंग्रेजी मुझे इतनी अच्छी नहीं आती है।
तो आप हिंदी में गाना गाओगे?
जी।
ठीक है, हिंदी में गाना। कौन सा गाना गाओगे आप? गाने का नाम क्या है?
कुमार विश्वास को सब जानते हैं।
गाने का नाम है कुमार विश्वास को सब जानते हैं। ठीक है, इसी के साथ ये इंटरव्यू खत्म हो गया। थैंक यू।
धन्यवाद आपको।
तो ये थे कुमार सानू, सॉरी कुमार गौरव, सॉरी कुमार विश्वास। नमस्ते।
Okay, let's move on to entertainment. Apparently, you are going to take part in the Pakistani version of Khatron Ki Khiladi, which is Fear Factor.
Why should I apprehend? Why should I feel? Why should I go into the Fear Factor?
Oh, so you're not taking part in Fear Factor, but you'll be hosting it?
Sure.
Now tell me, is it a problem getting sponsors for such a huge show in Pakistan?
No, I don't think it's a problem.
No, look, in India, Akshay is charging hundreds of crores of rupees. Okay, it's a huge show. So how are you going to raise that kind of money? I mean, who's going to run the show?
We can run the show.
You can run the show. As in, you've got people obviously with lots of money, hundreds and hundreds of crores to fund the show.
You said it, I didn't.
Okay. So how do you convince these guys to spend the money?
I meet them, I speak to them, I talk to them.
And occasionally squeeze them.
Sure.
And so money's never a problem.
That's never been a problem one way or the other.
Speaking of money, Asif, off the record, is it true you've never paid tax? You never pay tax?
Is it? You tell me.
It's true. Don't the income tax guys ever want to raid you? I mean, don't they come and search you?
The search is on.
The search is on. I'm a pretty cheeky guy myself. I like that. All right, let's talk about India because you're an expert on India and world politics. Do you think in India, Mayawati can be the next Prime Minister?
I think he should, and he will.
I get it. All right, sir. Very funny. Okay, let's move on to world politics. You're an expert on America, for example. Who do you think will be the next President of the United States of America?
It could be a Balochi. Could be a Pathan.
Killing me. I can't take it anymore. My stomach is paining. All right, so you're excellent. Very funny, very funny. Great to have you on TV. One last question. Do you realize that Musharraf may be editing this interview?
We'll realize that.
Thank you, Mr. Sardari. And parcel Lana, we've got the money you asked for. Thank you so much for being on the show. Over to you. Himself, the new president of Pakistan, Asif Ali Zardari. Welcome to the show, sir. I'll start with this question. What is your first act? What is the one thing you want to get rid of as Pakistan's president?
Business.
You are saying you want to destroy business in Pakistan, but by destroying business, you'll be destroying the country.
Sure.
But sir, if there's no country, then there's no point in being president. Don't you think that's going to be a bit of a problem?
No, I don't think it's a problem.
So, you will end Pakistan. After you, there will be no country. Am I right?
You said it, I didn't.
Okay, but if you did want to save the country, hypothetically speaking, of course, what is the one thing you'd like to develop and export? What is the one technology you'd like to develop and export, for example?
Fear technology or a fear factor.
Fear technology. So what you're saying is Pakistan's new thing, fear technology, will compete with information technology, IT versus FT?
Something to that effect.
Very interesting, sir. So have you got the right scientists in place in Pakistan to make this revolution take place in fear technology?
The search is on.
And obviously, will America aid you in this process?
Hopefully.
Fantastic. If this fear technology, FT, catches on, what is the next step for Asif Ali Zardari? World domination for Pakistan?
That's the idea.
And you yourself will become dictator of the world?
Exactly.
A very mature and sophisticated approach, I must say, sir, to your presidency. Let's talk about something else for a second. There's a chunk of money, people say, which is hidden inside a vault in a Swiss bank.
Is it? You tell me.
No, sir, I'd rather if you tell me. Anyway, would you be able to access that Swiss bank account?
That's never been a problem one way or the other.
Good to know for a rainy day, sir. Speaking of India, what is the one criticism you'd like to level against India?
The immediate politics.
Yes, the immediate politics is a problem in our country. Anyway, let's talk about general knowledge. You're the president of Pakistan. Let's see how smart you are. When will be the next Olympics?
Few days away.
A few days away. Well, technically, yes. Is air heavier than water?
Is it? You tell me.
Answering a question with a question, I like that. Okay, health-wise, what is the biggest ailment in Pakistan? What is your biggest problem in Pakistan?
We have gas.
Oh, all right. All right, I think we better end that interview. Thank you, sir. You've been wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And that's all we have time for. He's in a hurry. Gas is a problem. My gas is as good as yours.